Good morning, it is Wednesday the 8th of January, it is 10 AM and I'm just about to head off out, a little bit of an Uber shift. I'm only going to be doing about 3 hours because a little bit busy today, taking Christmas decorations down, would you believe? So yeah, I'm going to be doing that the majority of the afternoon going into the evening and probably tomorrow as well. So I'll see what's happening. It is currently about -3, so yeah. Hopefully it might be busy for a couple of hours, so I'll give you an update shortly. So we're an hour in, it's 11 o'clock and it's quite grim, to be honest. So I was driving through Ormskirk, absolutely dead, nothing going on. I did get off with 1 or 2 little jobs. They were miles away, they were like 50p a mile. They wanted me to run, I think it was like 8 miles, pick someone up to do like a 4 or 5 mile trip, and they were offering me like £8 or £9 or something. Just ridiculous. Started heading towards Southport. I was then off the job back in Ormskirk, but again they wanted me to run like 5 miles back to run 2 miles, and they were offering me like £4 or something. Just really stupid. Got into Ormskirk and got an XL job from Sainsbury's. I don't mind doing the supermarkets. There's a lot of drivers that won't. An example of that was on New Year's Eve. I was in Ormskirk, and when the address comes up it doesn't say like Morrison's, for example. It'll kind of just give you the address, and obviously you can see it a little bit on the map, so I'll know that that is Morrison's in Ormskirk. So I turned up anyway, picked this couple up. They only had like one little bag of food and snacks, you know, because they were staying in. And they said, oh, thanks very much for picking us up. And I was like, oh, why, what's up? And she was like, oh, you're the third one. They said the first one took the booking, and then after a couple of minutes cancelled. She said, and the other one, we followed, we watched him on the map. He drove all the way to basically like the traffic lights where you pull onto the supermarket, and then cancelled. And I said, well, what's happening is they're out of town drivers, and they don't realise it's a supermarket. And a lot of drivers don't like going to supermarkets. I said, so he's basically arrived at the supermarket and then thought, I can't be dealing with it. I just don't see what the issue is. You know, it's you're just picking up 2 people with one shopping bag. You know, granted that I have been to some where there's half a dozen bags, but what's the big deal? You get out, you open the boot for them. That's the only pain about this thing. The boot's not automatic, unfortunately. You know, they stick 5 or 6 bags in the boot, and that's it. Like, I don't see what the issue is myself. So anyway, it was just a girl on her own. She said, I've only booked an XL because she had one of them like heated maidens. It was like flat pack in a box. Box was probably, I don't know, 3 or 4 foot long, a little tiny thing. She said, but I didn't want to book an X and it didn't fit in. I said, to be honest, as you know, it's just pot luck. Some little tiny like Yaris or something might have turned up, and then he might have said, oh, I can't take it, or they would have had to have put the back seat down or something. Whereas in this, I've just opened the boot and it looked ridiculous putting this little tiny box in this massive boot. And that was it. So she paid £6.21 for 1.3 miles. And then as soon as we dropped them off, I had a job which was just round the corner. £4.01 going 2.3 miles. And that was it. So I've just pulled in here to this little local, what is it? Oh, a local Morrison's Daily. To grab a sandwich. I'm starving. Yeah, so I'm only on £10.22, so it's just like, what day was it? Tuesday. I think I was on £11 an hour on Tuesday. Again, really slow, but it's kind of my own fault. It's like today because I can only stay out for a couple of hours because I'm busy. The hourly rate can kind of look bad, whereas if I say, for example, I was to stay out now until, you know, 7-8 o'clock tonight, obviously the hourly rating would improve. So yeah, it's kind of my own fault. It's almost like I'm purposely coming out at the worst possible hours in the day, and then kind of like criticising because the hourly rate is crap. So yeah, I'm gonna go in here, grab a quick sandwich. Obviously, I'll go back online whilst I'm waiting for my next job. But yeah, that's it. So I'll catch you in about an hour's time. So it's just got to 1:30 and I've just got home. Really quiet. I mean really quiet. So last update was 11. I waited round until nearly 11:15, and then they got a job, including a pound tip, was £4.98 for 1.4 miles. I then sat there for half an hour nearly and got a £3.93 for 2.3 miles. And then I sat there for almost another half an hour. I didn't even realise it was so long because I was basically just on my phone sending emails and stuff. And I thought, well, I'm going to have to start heading home soon. And then a job popped up, which I kind of misread. It said it was kind of like towards like Preston way. I thought it won't be a million of miles away from mine. I knew it'd be past mine, but I thought, you know. Anyway, I took that because it was £21.69. But it was for 19.6 miles. Yeah, so basically I misread it because I think it was just because I'd sat there for half an hour. I was on another app. The job popped up. I've clicked on it and thought, quickly looked at the map and thought, yeah, that's not going to be too far from mine, and accepted it. And then when I picked the guy up who was only round the corner in Southport and started the job, I then realised it was Preston basically. So it took 45 minutes to go and drop him off. And it took nearly half an hour to get home. So yeah, it was just crap basically, and that's all I've done since that last update. So I finished on £40.82. I've done 3.5 hours, so that's £11.66 an hour. So it's pretty much like the same rate as what I was doing on Monday. So yeah, it's just crap really. I mean, normally I would have stayed out now longer, but I can't because I've had to come back. I've got to do Christmas decorations, start getting them back in the box, then go and get the little one from school, and then do more Christmas decorations again. So yeah, bit crap really, bit of a crap day, and bit of a crap job. I took it because I thought that last job, I mean, it was going to get me like, or cover the dead miles driving home instead of just obviously driving back empty. But then yeah, I didn't realise it was so far past mine. So yeah, basically messed up on that job really, but you know, it is what it is. But I don't like to cancel jobs once I accept them. You know, because basically you should read the job correctly, but I didn't on that one. So yeah, finished on that. Kind of get any daft jobs, I'm sure I did. I was being offered a job, an XL job. I was in Southport. It was 11 miles away in Maghull to do a 1.5 mile job in Maghull. So it was like 12.5 miles. I was being offered like £8.15 or something. Ridiculous. And then again, I was in Southport. I was being offered a job half a mile away to take someone 8 miles into Liverpool for like £8.30. So I know it was like £1 a mile, but then I thought, there's not that much that goes on when you're kind of right in the middle of Formby, that I've noticed anyway. So yeah, didn't accept that. And then other than that, there was just them last little jobs that I took. So yeah, pretty slow day to be honest. Thought I might have been a little bit busier with it being so cold, but yeah, it wasn't. So yeah, I just checked my driver rating. I haven't checked it for a while. It's still 4.97. Confirmation rate still crap at 37%. It's actually coming down slightly, and cancellation rating is 0%. So yeah, that's about it. I'll go and crack on with this, and I will catch you tomorrow for the next instalment. See what happens then.